I am a mental performance coach. I am a kingmaker. Different from a coach. A kingmaker brings leaders to power and brings people to power and is behind the scenes, supports them. I work with A-League players. I work with W League players, Championship players in England, League One players, big time business people to help them to do one thing, to show up with absolute confidence and certainty. Okay, I love sport, I love football. I grew up in Italy. I moved here when I was 14. The sport that you play is in my blood. So when I was talking to Shani, I just had to do it because I love this stuff. And I remember being in your shoes and I know what it's like. Shani also mentioned that you guys are not feeling the greatest, you're not playing the best, okay? And I don't care. I honestly don't care how you've been playing. I know you've got a game tomorrow morning. What time's the game? 9 o'clock.
Yeah, not right now.
Cool. Who's the captain of this team? You are. Okay. Why are you the captain?
Because I'm a captain.
Why are you the captain?
Leader.
Are you? Yeah. What makes you a leader?
Loud. Talk to the players.
Okay. What else?
That's what's making the big things.
Cool. What makes a leader? What's the first key of leadership?
Being grateful. Communication. Motivation.
Confidence.
Respecting the players around. Good at soccer. Chemistry with the team.
What else? What makes a leader?
All those things.
Not really. Okay. Time out. Your team manager and your coach have walked out of the room. Okay? I want to set an expectation between you and me. I'm going to be honest. If I walk out of this room and you like me, I haven't done my job. I don't care. I don't need you to like me. Understood?
Yeah.
So I'm going to be honest. Do you appreciate that? Or do you just want to be told what you want to hear and what sounds easy? We can play both ways. What do you want to do? Do you want this to be an hour of just airy fairy? You guys are so great, Captain. Yeah, whoa, you're so awesome. Or do you actually want to get better?
Better.
Okay. So this is how we play it out from here on. Okay. I honestly don't care if you like me at the end of this. And I mean that. I've got everything that I need. Okay. What I care about is you live in this room ready to run through a wall for one another. What would that be like? How'd that make you feel? What's your name?
Philip.
Philip. How'd that make you feel if all of these boys had your back?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. What's your name? Why are you laughing at him? I've been, honestly, guys, I don't give a shit. I've been through your shoes. I know what it's like. Oh, it's so funny. Oh, it sounds even. Why? Act like a team. You step out onto the field tomorrow, and if you don't have each other's backs, if you don't support one another, what are you really doing? Thanks. What's your name? Hayden. If all of this, if you had all of their backs and if you felt like they had yours, would you play better tomorrow?
Yeah.
Why?
Be more confident.
Be more confident. What's your name?
Christian.
Christian. How have you been playing?
Alright.
All right. Why just all right?
I could be playing better.
Why? How?
Not too sure.
Not too sure. Okay, that's fine. Okay. You need to be ready tomorrow to walk out and support one another. Okay? All those reasons for why you're captain, those are not the reasons for a leader. Okay? If that is the coach and that's why you're captain, that's not good enough. You have an opportunity though. I know you don't like to hear that. I don't like saying that. But it's true. Okay? Because I have a feeling that you've got something. Right? And now whatever reason you're the captain of this team, put it out the window. Your new season starts tomorrow. A leader is a leader first of themselves. You can't lead anybody else if you don't lead you, which means this. If you don't rock up at training 25 minutes before everybody else, if you don't tap everyone on the butt and you encourage, hey, Christian, head up, right? And if you don't keep yourself in that attitude, you can't expect everybody else. Does that make sense to everyone? Okay, so say that again until you actually make sense. You can't lead others until you lead yourself. Because if Christian is a leader, you're a leader, you're a leader, you're a leader, everybody holds themselves to accountable. And I'm saying standards, okay? Because what all the other teams are doing, okay, is dropping their standards. All of a sudden rocking up to training a little bit late, not putting in 100% at training, not being professional. Be professional, act professional. What would that be like if you all acted professional? If all of a sudden you walk out of here and I give you all a contract and you're professionals now, what would you do? How would you show up differently?
Be in the right mentality.
Okay, what else? What would you do?
Just
You're a professional now. What's your name?
Jet.
Jet. What would you do? You're a professional now. You play, who's your favorite soccer team?
It's been embarrassed by Newcastle.
Newcastle, that's fine. Okay. In Central Coast? Is it in the A-League or in England? Okay, that's fine. You've just signed a contract for Newcastle. You're a professional. There's cameras outside ready to interview you. How would you show up?
Just build a good reputation for yourself. Presenting.
How would you walk out of here? How would you walk onto the pitch with confidence? All of you guys need to see yourself as leaders, and you start doing that by keeping yourself accountable. Who understands what accountability is? Right. You know when your mum says, do your room, and she has to keep repeating it to you? That's you not being accountable. If you go, shit, mum's going to ask me to do my bed, I'll do it because I don't need her to tell me, I'm just going to do it. Okay? And you do that every day because you know that's your job without anybody else telling you. That's accountability. All of a sudden, if we talk about it in football terms, okay, you rock up to training early. You keep keeping yourself to gold standards, not just under 15 standards. See yourself as professionals. Act like it. All of a sudden that becomes your attitude. And you don't need your coach or team manager to say, hey guys, have you got your uniforms? No, because you're there. You don't need anybody else. Does that make sense? Hands up if it doesn't make sense. Hands up if it makes sense. Okay, explain it to me. What's your name? Sean, explain it to me. What did I just say?
You're saying act professional, don't be acting like 15-year-olds. Try act professional, try get to training early, and yeah.
Great. Basic, okay? The reason why I tell you that it's the same stuff that we talk about with professionals, right? It's the same thing that we talk about, but for them it's a different level. But if you guys do you guys want to get to that level? Are you aspiring to be there? Do you want to be as good as you can be? Do you want to be the best? Because it goes beyond you winning a game tomorrow. Because guess what? If you show up professional every week, every training session, right? I know you guys work hard. I know you do 3 training sessions a week. I know you play your heart out on the weekend. So I get it when things don't go your way, it's difficult. Okay? But if you change, and this is an identity thing. What's your name? Nicholas. Without your name, who are you? What's your name? Oliver. Without your name, who are you? Just a person. What's your name?
Julian.
Julian. Without your name, who are you?
Nobody.
That's interesting. Smiles on your face. What's your name?
James.
James. Without your name, who are you?
No one.
That's interesting. Because here's what happens, right? I'll give you a little bit of insight. Your name is not you. Let it sink in for a second. Your name is not you. Okay? You're not Christian. That's not who you are. Your name, do some drawing. Here's why your name is not you. Okay? If you were walking down the street, Christian, and what position do you play?
Striker.
Striker, of course you are. Okay, so I'm running upside down, okay? Remember, I can't call you by name, but you're walking down the street, okay? How can I get a hold of you? I can't use your name.
Just say like...
Oi! Oi! You!
Yeah.
What do I say? No, you're not going to do that.
That would work, yeah.
Yeah. How else?
My features, my height, just say like, oh, you're tall, lank, or something like
Or tall lank. Oi, tall lank!
that. Yeah, that would work.
I don't think so. Okay, because there's more to you. If I said, hey, striker! Striker, oh shit, that's me. Who's talking to me? Would you respond to that? Yeah. Okay, so Christian, let me break it down super quick. So striker, that's who he is. Okay, what position do you play?
Goalkeeper.
Goalkeeper. I like it. I used to be goalkeeper. Give me some. Nice. You're like, oh, keeper. All of a sudden, you're like, yeah, get my ball. Right? You do that. And are you the only keeper here?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So if I go keeper, you're like, yeah, it's me. Okay. What position you play?
Centre mid.
Centre mid. Okay. Without your name, who are you?
Centre mid.
Centre mid. There's more to you. Guys, there's more to you. Okay? Right? Let's break Christian down for a second. Okay? Now, Christian, that name is just a label that your mum and dad gave you because they're like, we need to kind of, connect with this kid. We got to make sure that when when he runs out onto the street, he doesn't get hit by a car. So we need a name. So your name is just, it's a label. Okay? But that label contains more of you. This kind of stuff, I'm going to keep it simple, right? How long do I have, by the way? Till about 7. Perfect. Okay. Phew. Okay. I just started going. I didn't ask. So that name is your label. Now, you've got to be careful of the label that you give yourself. And what I mean by that is the things that you call yourself, right? Oh, I'm not good enough, or I suck, or this and that. Those are all labels that you give yourself. And for everything that you give. So if Christian's a striker, okay, in your head, centre mid, goalkeeper. James, what position do you play? Centre back. Okay. That, on a football sense, has got a certain program, which means if I'm a striker, I do certain striker things. Yes? Would he do striker things?
No.
Why?
Because he's not a striker.
Because he's what?
A keeper.
Goalkeeper. What's your name? Michael, what position do you play?
Fullback or something.
Fullback. Would he chase back down the wing like you?
No.
Okay, why?
Because they're different positions.
Oh, why?
Because it's different. Because he's a striker.
Because he's a striker and he does what strikers do, which means he chases forward, he scores goals, he takes a shot, doesn't care what anybody else thinks because it's all about him because he's a striker. Okay, in his mind, that's what happens. Okay, so I challenge you to think, and this is a challenging thought because if I asked your coach and your team manager this, they would also go, oh, I don't know. Because we've all been raised, right, to think, oh, I'm my name. And without my name, I'm nothing. Okay, but all of a sudden, if you see that, hey, you're a son, some of you guys are brothers, some of you guys are hopefully all of you guys are students, you're athletes, and you start realizing everything that you are, you're not so connected just to that and you realize more of your potential. Okay, now, does that make sense? I feel like that's gone really deep and I don't want to lose you. Are you with me? Yeah? So you're the captain. Okay? Break it down. Who is a captain? What does he do?
He's a leader, I guess.
And tell me again, who is a leader? What does he do? What makes up a leader?
Anyone's a leader.
Anyone's a leader. Okay, great answer. Now tell me, what makes a leader?
Well, different stuff like pushing your team.
Before you push anybody else, who are you pushing?
Myself first. Yeah.
Because until you do that, you're not qualified to be a captain of everybody else. Do you understand? The good news is that you can do it. And all of you guys, what would happen if you all saw yourself as captains? Well, that much. Wow, okay, hear me.
We would all improve.
You would all improve. All of a sudden you support each other. All of a sudden, because you see that James is holding himself accountable, he's not letting anybody else down, he doesn't drop his standards, you feel like, oh man, I've got to keep mine up. I've got to put in. I can't just yell, because I'm a goalkeeper, I actually need to do my bit for the team. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, who feels pressure right now? Okay, close your eyes. Who feels pressure right now? Cool, great, awesome. Excellent, thank you. Thank you, awesome. Now, who has high expectations here? You can open your eyes, don't fall asleep on me. Okay, good. Excellent. All right. Who has high expectations here? Great, awesome. This is not a bad thing, okay? Now, who are you comparing yourself to? I'll take honesty right now. Yep.
With my teammates.
You're comparing yourself to others?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Who else? Come on, answers. Let's go.
Role model.
Who, what?
Someone you look up to, like a role model,
Like one?
player.
Who?
Messi.
Messi. Okay, so you're trying to play like Messi. Cool, awesome. Yep. Anybody else? What's your name? Aiden. Who are you comparing yourself to?
Probably all the players else in the league.
Okay, great. So if you have a bad game, you're feeling down and you make a mistake, you're like, I should be better because of so and so and so. I should be this. Yeah? Okay, who is this? The other team? The other teams?
My opposition.
Your opposition, great. Anybody else? Yep.
Everyone around me.
Everyone around you, coming to you.
People around you.
Yeah, you?
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
Idol.
Idols. Okay, who are your idols?
Ramos.
Ramos. You compare yourself to Ramos? Okay, great. Cool. Sometimes, when it suits. Okay, cool. Now, if you're trying to play like Messi, what's your chances of actually matching that? Pretty low. Now, every time you don't win, how do you feel? Pretty bad, right? You feel defeated, because the best way to feel confident, if you guys were on a 10-game winning run, all of a sudden the trust in yourself and the confidence would be high. You feel like you could just run through that wall and you make it through. The game tomorrow, you just didn't even need to think about it, you just win it. Yeah? That'd be fair? Great. But if you're holding this high expectation here, and all the time you're here, how do you feel? And every time, every game, every training session, every pass you make, you realize you're actually pretty crap. You're nowhere near as good as that. How would that make you feel? Not great. Okay, so how about this? Instead of trying to match up to Messi, which soon, okay, we're not ruling it out, okay? But I'm just saying for now, what if we break it down? How old are you?
14.
14, great. How long have you been playing?
Since I was like 4.
Great, okay. And what division do you guys play in?
Hopefully one.
Hopefully right now?
Qualified.
Oh, this is qualifying. Okay, so how many games do we have left? 3. Okay, awesome. It's in the bag. Perfect. Now, how about we do this? I forgot your name, please. Nick, great. Did I ask you before? Yeah, I did. Of course I did. I'm testing it, just making sure that you remember. You're not Nick, by the way. Anyway, moving on. So if Nick, check this out, okay? Feel the difference. If Nick all of a sudden, instead of comparing himself to Messi, compares himself to a 14-year-old that has been playing soccer for 10 years, who's playing in this league, how do you match up now?
I probably feel more confident.
But no, genuinely, how do you feel you match up?
Oh, higher.
Higher. Are you on par with that?
Nah, better.
All of a sudden, how's that make you feel?
More confident.
You feel good, right? Awesome. So how do you think you're going to show up tomorrow during the game time if in your mind you've got, hey, I'm actually pushing. I could almost even start thinking about matching myself to a 15-year-old. It's a whole year more. And all of a sudden, how do you match that?
You probably think that you're gonna destroy them.
There we go. Okay. So you feel more confident. So I know you're driven. I know you want more. And I'm not saying that if you do that, you're going to just sit back, relax, and be crap. No. I'm saying that because you're driven people and you want to continuously improve, okay, you've got to find the little wins, and you got to realize that, hey, actually, compared to where I am right now, I'm actually doing really good, okay? And all of a sudden you realize it's not all bad, okay? Then you can be like, okay, let's take a little step forward. What would it be like to be the next year level up, and what level do I need to get with that? Because what you guys are trying to do is go from here to up there, and then landing there and feeling like, man, look how much I've got to go. And that's the feeling, and that's deflating. So slow it down and realize I'm here. I'm actually pretty good here, okay? Let's see, what do I need to do to just get to the next little bit? Because when you get to that little bit, you're going to keep going. And it's easier, and you're going to feel more confident consistently if you do that. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? You sure? Who's not understanding this? Be honest. Okay, cool. Now, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You sure? What am I saying?
That you gotta know like how, like if you need to take another step to your goal, see if you can take it.
Yes, but also match your realistic expectations. That doesn't mean that you're not going to be driven, you're not going to improve, because you will improve more if you actually make realistic expectations. You get it? Are you just nodding, or do you actually understand? You sure? You seem like a smart guy. Do you actually get it? Okay, so for you, are you 15? 15. You're a 15-year-old striker, okay? I know you have the confidence to try and make it to the A-League and further, okay? I'm not taking that away. I want you to make it. That's what I'm saying. Look at yourself as a 15-year-old striker who's improving. Where are you now? How do you compare right now to other strikers in the league? And you realize, man, I'm actually better than all those suckers, right? And then you're like, man, I feel good. I feel confident. And then you can push more. You understand? Yeah. Everybody picking it up?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Let's talk mindset. Okay, who knows what mindset is? Yeah, you've got lots of answers, Nick. I like it. Thanks, bro. Okay, what's mindset?
I like your mentality and like a thought process during.
Okay, yeah. What's your name? Imond. What's mindset? Pause. Forgive me. What is it?
Raymond.
Raymond. How the fuck did I get? Anyway, Raymond, what's mindset?
I'm not sure.
Laurie, what's mindset?
Decision making. I call it decision making.
Okay. Shani, what's mindset?
Getting yourself in a positive frame of mind.
Cool. Yeah. So it's got to do with mind, of course. Who's something I haven't asked before? What's your name? Ding. Hang on. What's your name?
Jay.
Jay. What's mindset?
Positive mind.
Okay. We're getting close. Okay. Mindset is simply how you interpret what's happened. How you interpret what's happened. Okay. Let me give you an example. Okay. Play a game and we lose. Support a team that lose a grand final. Right. I can choose two mindset. One tells me, oh man, that's awful. That's like the worst thing that could happen. I hate this. It's awful. It's the end of the world. Another mindset is it's not all bad because, hey, gave us the experience, we learn, and I know that if I learn, I can't lose. Okay, so next year, I'm going to use this and I'm going to grow and I'm going to get better. Do you see the difference? This is not going to work for me. Do you see the difference?
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, now, you've lost 2 games on the trot. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, how do we interpret that? We suck, we're shit, we're no good, we're never going to make it, we're not going to play Division 1. What is it? Or is it, we've lost 2 games. What do we learn from this? What can we take from it? Because if you learn from a defeat, you haven't lost. Take this, write this down in your mind. Make a note of this. You can't lose. You either win or you learn, but you can't lose. You understand? Because if you lose a game and you don't learn, you've lost the battle. But if you lose the points and you learn, say, okay, what did we do wrong? Reflect on it. Say, okay, what did we do wrong? Maybe we didn't pass the ball fast enough. Julian knew that. You didn't have to. Julian's like, oh man, my positioning wasn't right. Okay, next time I'm going to sit here. I'm going to stand this way, and I'm going to do this way. Nick, what position you play? Left back, right back, bench, centre mid. Okay. Sorry, it was easy. Okay, so centre mid, like Nick's maybe like, oh man, my position was all over the place. I actually let him affect me instead of me affecting him, and I just, maybe my mind wasn't clear. Okay, I'm going to learn that. I'm going to do that different. All of a sudden, is that loss good or bad? Good. Why? You learn. You learn. You guys are 15. You need to learn. Okay? What would happen tomorrow morning if you went out there and realized you couldn't fail? Honestly. You'd win. Why?
Because we have like mentality that like we're good and that we can do the best that we can.
What else would you have? What else would you not have?
A losing mentality.
Yeah, getting close to it. Get going. What else would you not have?
Fear of losing.
Fear. Fear kills you. Fear makes you lose. Because here's what happens with fear. Who's ever played golf? Maybe you guys are a bit young. You have, okay. So pretend you're on a golf course, right? And there's water in front of you between you and the hole. Christian rocks up and is like, oh, Christian, don't hit it in the water. 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 All of a sudden, he stands up. Guess where the ball goes? In the water. You know why? Because you always produce your fear. You understand that? Do you really? Think about it. You always produce your fear. So if you go onto the field and fear is in you and you let it overcome you and you're scared to gain for a tackle, you know what Laurie says, just be committed through your tackle. Be committed through your tackle. You know why? Do you know why he says that? Do you say that? Yes. Yeah, cool. Awesome. Be committed through, you know why? Because what happens if I go into a tackle and I'm scared? I get cleaned up, I get hurt. And guess why I get cleaned up, I get hurt? Because I was scared of what? Getting hurt. So if you're scared of getting hurt, if you're scared to lose, guess what's going to happen? Thank you. So tomorrow, if you believe that no matter what happens, you can't lose, you're going to go out there and you're going to be free and you're going to do what you do best. Okay? And you're going to play great football. You're going to support one another. All of a sudden, there's high fives, there's smiles, there's freedom, there's good passes, there's good shots, there's good saves, there's good assists, there's good crosses. All of a sudden, it's a good mood. And you're always going to play better when there's a good mood. Okay? So let go of your fear. Go past it. Just focus. Here's a great thought. Okay? Whatever thought you have, okay, whatever you're thinking about is going to expand. Have you guys ever made homemade pizza?
Yeah.
Some of you guys, okay. I've just got a new pizza oven, right? I love it. I'm Italian, right? So I gotta have it. That's why I've just put weight on it. You didn't notice. That's fine. So you make your pizza and you make your dough, right? And then you let it sit. You know what happens to that little thing of dough? Yeah, it gets bigger. It gets bigger and bigger and bigger, right? When you have a thought in your mind, good or bad, guess what happens to it? It kind of looks like his hair, right? It gets bigger and bigger and bigger. We've got to do something about that, bro. Okay, fashion, right? Whatever. Got to go to the lorry soon. No, anyway, moving on. Okay, so that's what happens to your thoughts. So imagine if you have a thought of fear going into tomorrow's game. It's going to go whoa, because you get overthinking, right? You put it on a treadmill and just go, and it gets bigger and bigger. So how about you just go into it with a good thought? What would a good thought for tomorrow be? I'm going to go around the room and you're going to tell me a good thought that you're going to go into tomorrow's game. I'm going to start from Julian. Good thought. About you're a goalkeeper, give me a good thought about tomorrow.
Thinking that I can make really good saves when
Great.
my team needs it.
Good. Yep.
Like a good individual performance.
That's too broad. Give me specific. What position do you play?
Fullback.
Fullback. Fantastic. Okay. So tell me a good thought about tomorrow that you're going to have.
Just be like committed when you.
What do you want to happen? You love tackling?
When it comes in.
Yeah, awesome. I love it. Okay. So see yourself getting every tackle right, winning every ball. Yeah? Have that image. Okay? Nick.
Well, firstly, is winning the game overall.
Okay? Winning as a result. It's a result of everything else that happens. Give me a good thought about you, about your performance, about what you do.
Well, having good support from my teammates and being able to make good saves.
Great. Okay, awesome. Yep. Sorry, bro, I forgot your name.
Sean.
Sean, did I ask you before?
Yeah.
Okay, damn it.
Well,
2-0 down.
Maybe get some assists and obviously play some good balls, help my teammates.
Awesome. Perfect. See those good balls. Okay, see those good passes. James,
Hopefully, no one getting past me.
is that positive or negative?
No one's getting past me. Actually, defender's point of view.
I don't care whose point of view. Is that positive or negative? I know what you're trying to say is positive, but are you putting it positive in your mind?
No.
No, because it's negative, right? So what would you like to do? What else? Keep going. What do you actually want to do? What do you want to happen?
Win the ball.
Win the ball. All of a sudden, your brain's like, here we go. Now I've got something positive to work towards. Cool. How are you feeling?
Good.
You're not confident. You're out of your comfort zone. What's going on? Your body language tells me that there's something wrong. You're doubtful.
Thinking a lot.
Don't think too much. Okay. You need to be confident.
Yeah.
Right? Because he's the keeper, he's the captain, but you're the rock. And if I see you like this, I start to shit myself. Because you're the one that saves my ass.
Yeah.
Okay? Be confident. Body language is important. Stand tall, shoulders back. Because your opponent looks at you, and if he knows what I know, destroys you, okay? You don't want that. You're going to win the ball tomorrow. Yeah? I see you winning every tackle. Strong, passing it away. Just feeling confident. Everything's going your way tomorrow. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Yo.
Try and make some runs.
Try and make some runs. Just try.
Make runs.
Ah, thank you. See the difference? Do you feel the difference?
Yeah.
Is it just me? I'll try and make some runs. Yeah. Just try. Maybe I will, mother won't. Make the run.
Win every tackle that I get into.
I like it. Yep.
Play good passes to my wingers.
Yep.
Be harder at the ball.
Be harder at the ball. I like it. Yep.
100% it's every time.
Okay, good. Yep.
Outworking everyone.
I work in everyone. What does that look like?
101%.
What does that look like? You tell me nothing right now. What does it look like?
We're working hard on everyone.
What does that look like?
Till you can't. I don't know.
What does that look like?
Killing yourself on the pitch.
What does that look like?
Winning the ball every time.
Okay, what else?
Commitments.
Okay, well, what's commitment look like? This is vague crap, guys. Come on. Use your mind. You want to make it to the top level? Use this. Use this. Commitment tells me nothing. It sounds good. It gets a ticket like, yeah, good answer. It tells me nothing. What is commitment? What is killing yourself on the pitch? What is outworking everybody? What is it? Because your brain wants to help you. That is your biggest weapon. Okay, not your feet, not your legs, not your shooting, not your hands. Your mind. Because if you can tell it what you want it to do, all of a sudden, you are 10 steps ahead. Do you understand me? What is commitment? What is outworking everybody? What does it look like? When you outwork everybody, what does it look like?
dribbling past everyone.
Good going, good.
Bring the ball back when you lose.
Yes. Come on, come on. You're a smart guy. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Pass everyone.
Let's go, come on, go, go. What else? Come on. There it is. This is a shit. Come on, let's go. What else?
Having good shots.
Come on, what else?
Making good passes.
Go, what else?
I'm done.
Huh?
I'm done.
You're done.
Well,
Okay. Is that different?
yeah.
Does it feel different inside of you?
Yeah.
Thank you. Dangy,
Winning all the tackles.
winning all the tackles. Okay, what else?
First to the ball.
First to the ball. Thanks, Raymond. Yep.
Being strong on the ball.
Being strong on the ball. What does that look like?
Being composed. And
What does that look like?
knowing what you're going to do with the ball when you get it.
What does that look like?
Just being ready.
What does that look like?
On time, before training.
Oh, so now we move before the game. Okay, good. Team manager's happy with this. But what does all of that look like? Preparing. So I've got all my stuff ready. I've got my top, my shorts, my sock, all ready. I'm stepping on the pitch. I'm out working everybody. I am sweating 10 times as more as that. I feel exhausted because I'm out running back. Does that stop me? No, because he gets the ball and I hassle him. Like I'm right on him. I'm just at his ankle, everything. I'll do everything I can to get the ball. When the ball is 10 meters away, I find my position. That's out working everybody. That's what it looks like. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks, Skipper. Yep.
Making my runs and
What does that look like?
sprinting 100%.
Just randomly sprinting down Main Street. What does it look like? Come on, come on, come on, come on. You guys are smart people. Let's go.
Making angles.
Just. What's that mean? Don't give me the answers that I think I want. You think I want. Give me the pictures. You want to make runs. What does that look like?
Getting in the right position.
Right. What does that look like?
Moving. Scanning.
Moving, scanning. Just what? Scanning a printer machine? I know. So when you say that, I get it. I know. I'm trying to help you get the picture. So if I make my run, it means that when the ball comes off James, are you what position you play? Winger, great. So if James has got the ball, you see him, I make my run and move sideways and just call it in, or wave my arm in and I make a run through. Yeah, and then when I get the ball, I'm confident, I'm certain, I feel calm in my body, and I look up at Christian, I look up at my central midfielders, and I pass it off, and all of a sudden, there's momentum in the play. You see the difference? Yeah? Christian?
I want to be a tank. I want to blood past people, get past people, and just be an animal.
Be an animal. What does that look like to be an animal?
Going berserk.
Going berserk. Going berserk. Yeah. Right, okay, cool. What does it look like? Who's your favourite striker?
I really know. No one. Me, myself. I'm my favourite striker.
Thanks, big shot. Biggest striker that you like? What team do you support? Do you support a team?
Not really.
Not really. Okay, fair enough. The me show over here. Now, pick a striker. I don't particularly I respect Besa Berisha. Okay, look at Bez when the way he hustles, second to none in this league. That's why he's so successful, right? That bloke is scary when he chases, right? Look at Jamie McLaren, how he passes the ball. Get pictures. This gets you pictures, right? So that you put him in your brain, and then when you're in the game, all of a sudden it's like, hey, he's got a bit of Berisha about him. Oh, he's got a bit of McLaren about him. Oh, he's got a bit of Lukaku. I don't know, whoever. Does that make sense? Okay. Mindset. Okay. How you interpret what happens to you. When a pass goes wrong, like, oh, shit. Oh, nothing's going my way. That's mindset. That tells me you got a mindset issue. So if a pass doesn't go right, what do we do tomorrow? If mindset is how we interpret what happens, if a pass doesn't go well tomorrow, what do we do?
Head up, fight for the ball.
Okay. Okay, what else?
Get ready for next time.
Great. What else? Come on.
Forget about it.
Just forget about it. Why would you forget about it?
Because it keeps on playing on your mind and keep you.
I don't like to forget about it. I want to use it for me. Because everything that happens to me, I need to learn. Because if I can learn every little thing that I do wrong, I'm going to be a beast by the end of the game. Yeah? Use it for you. Use it. If you see that it's something that can help you, use it. Right? Right now, you've lost 2 games in a row. I'm not feeling sorry for you. Make that clear. Use it or be scared of it. If you're scared of it and you don't want to look at it, okay, you're not going to come back stronger tomorrow. But if you look at it and you're like, okay, I'm going to learn from it. I'm not going to make the same mistakes. I'm going to come back tomorrow. I'm going to rectify the mistakes that I made, and I'm going to be so strong tomorrow. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks, Golly. Awesome. That's mindset. Okay. Attitude is my second point. How much time do I have, Johnny? 20 minutes. Okay. Attitude. You choose how you show up. James, your body language. Okay. You choose that. If I came in here and I was like, hey guys, yeah, so excited. I'm a mental coach and I work with professional athletes. Would you believe that? No. Attitudes are all wrong, right? If I was here too scared to tell you the truth, attitudes are wrong. Now you choose your attitude. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to practice something that I want you to do tomorrow. Be up for that?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So before you step into your change room tomorrow, okay, I want you do we have change rooms at least? Yeah, okay. Phew. Okay, maybe it was just like a container. I don't know. So before you step into your change room tomorrow, I want you to do an attitude check. And you're not allowed to step foot into that change room until you have an attitude of a beast, of a lion. You ever picture a lion? Picture a lion right now, and look at him. Right? He's the king of the jungle, king of the savannah, whatever it is. Okay, safari, doesn't matter. But look at him. Right? Is he the biggest?
No.
Is he the fastest?
No.
Is he the strongest?
No.
Is he the smartest?
No.
So it does not matter how small you think you are right now, how untalented, lacking talent, how slow, how whatever you think you are right now. If you believe that you can get that elephant and you believe, like truly believe it, nothing is going to stop you. Because look at the lion, right? Sees an elephant and thinks, yep, that's lunch. The elephant, big, strong, could squash him if he really wanted to. Sees the lion and thinks what?
Run.
I'm lunch. Why? What's wrong? What's the difference between the elephant and the lion? Mentality, attitude, the spirit, that fear in him. It's a certain spirit. So tomorrow, think of a lion. Think of a lion, because you might be the smallest, the shortest on the pitch, the slowest. But then if in your mind, you're the lion, you're dangerous. Nothing can stop you, bro. What position you play? Center. Dude, you're going to eat them. No one gets past you. You understand? Don't be a nice guy. On the pitch, you're not a nice guy. You're savage. Ruthless. No one gets past you and you. No one. Every time you get the ball, you score. Every time the ball comes to you, you dive at their feet. I've been a keeper. I was a keeper. Ruthless. Center mids. No one gets past you. No one bullies you. You're the lion. No one bullies a lion. I'm going to be called the Moreland Lions after this. What are you? Just flowers. Nice, that's cute. That's very cute. Scary. So how about this? That's your club room door. Okay? You're not allowed to stay in this room until you can do an attitude check. You walk back into this room and you can only stay if your attitude's on point. Because you can't switch it on. when you need it. You can't just switch it on. That's why professionals, they train like it's grand final every day. Why? Because they know that when they need it most, they can't just switch it on. They fall back to the level and the standard of their training. So from next week, tomorrow you win. You win tomorrow. Okay? But from next week, your season starts. Your season starts as soon as you walk through that door. Okay? Next week, your standards of training have never been as high. You understand? You train like your careers are on the line. Okay? Because I'm treating you as everything that you can be. Understood? So everybody stand up, walk out that door. Watch my phone, please. This is what we're going to do. Is there anyone working? No, great. This is what we're going to do. I want you to jump around. Jump, 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 jump. Okay, arms up, pump it, go, pump, pump, pump. And I want you to repeat after me as loud as you can. Are you ready? I'm a beast! I'm a beast! I'm confident! I'm confident! I'm strong! I'm strong! I'm fast! I'm fast! I am! I am! I am! I am! I am! I am! Walk through that door like a beast. Just unlock my phone, motherfucker. Pause, walk back, out. Move. Is this how Lion walks in? Hi, Moreland City. We're the flower team. We're the flower team. I just lost 2 games in a row. Fucking shit. Moreland Zebras. Moreland. Is that how we do it?
No.
Jump. Jump. Arms up. Arms up. You're going to say this like you freaking mean it. I'm the best! 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 Moreland! Moreland! I am! I am! I am! I am! Walk through that door with that attitude. Go.
Come on, boy!
Here we go. How does your body feel? How does your body feel? If you want to step onto that field with energy, pump your body, jump, jump, jump. It's a proven thing. Jump your body, because I feel it. I'm pumped. I love that shit. I feel like I'm ready to play with you guys tomorrow. How do you feel? Like, genuinely, be honest. How does that feel? When you hear all your mates screaming loud, there's noise. How does that feel? You're psyched. I'm so freaking pumped. That's how you step onto the field. That's how you step into your club rooms tomorrow. Because I'm ready to run through a wall. You guys ready to run through a wall? Yes. Okay, let's prove it. I'm just joking. But that's attitude. Because when you go into a tackle now, who wins it? That's right. If you take a shot, does it go in? Does it go out? You go for a save. What happens?
I'll save it.
Bang! Yes, you do. You go for a pass. You go for a cross. You go for a tackle. What happens? Yeah. No nice guys on the field. Good sportsmen, yes. Not nice guys. Understood? Tomorrow, attitude. Attitude. Laurie's going to keep you in check. If he sees a drop, it's not good. Attitude, leadership, everybody. If you see your mate standing next to you dropping his standards, lift your standards up. Come on, you're better than this. Don't talk to each other as if you've just lost 2 games. Talk as if, like, compared to your potential, to everything that you can be. Does that make sense? You're not just a centre back of this division. You can be a future A-League defender. You can be a future A-League striker, midfielder, centre back, all your positions. Do you understand?
Yes.
So don't see yourself as like just under 15, Moreland, Flower City. Woo. See yourself as freaking powerful, strong. Because that creates a difference. And every pass you make from that place, every shot, every tackle, everything you try will be different. I guarantee you. You got to believe in yourself. You got to show up with that attitude. And this is a mentality. This is the mentality of winners. No matter what happens to them, they find a way. No matter what happens to them, they stay positive. They always look for the option. Look for the future. If you keep working on everything that has happened, game over. But because if I talk to you as if like the last 2 games that you've played, I don't instill any confidence in you. But if I talk to you, like you have won tomorrow's game. All you have to do is just go out there and play it out and go and get it. If it's like a catalogue at Christmas and it's given to you, all you have to do with that belief, with that attitude, with that mentality, with that energy, you go out there and play, everything changes. You understand?
Yeah.
Everything changes. Who's going to win tomorrow?
Us.
Who's going to win next week?
Us.
Who's going to be the first one in the change room tomorrow?
Me.
Who's going to keep everybody accountable? Who's going to keep everybody accountable?
Me.
You're going to get offended if someone comes up to you and say, hey, you're better than that. Come on, next half, be better. You're going to get offended?
No.
What are you going to do? What's your reaction? Choose your reaction, guys. When you lose the ball, when you get tackled, when the other guy is just all over you and he tackles you on the ground, he kicks your ankle, choose your reaction. Like, oh, it's going oh, no. Or just like, no, you can't touch me. I'm not losing this ball. I'm not losing the next one. I'm making that mine next time. And you guys, you're going to become absolute beast, untouchable. Imagine if nothing could stop you. No matter what the ref calls, no matter what the conditions outside are, what the pitch is like, what the opposition does. What if you could become unstoppable? How would that feel, James? Would you like to be unstoppable?
Yeah.
Let's try again. James, would you like to be unstoppable?
Yes.
You would. What would that do to you?
Confidence.
Confidence. It's a game. Confidence is a game. Okay? So tomorrow, unstoppable. No matter what happens to you, you can't lose. Go with that fearless attitude. Does that sound good? Is that my time? Yeah? Cool. Yeah? Awesome. Any questions before I go?
I missed the start of it, Carlo.
Oh, we're just talking shit about you. No, I'm just joking.
Who you are, what you do.
Yeah, so I'm a mental performance coach. I run a company called the Kingmaker. I'm not a coach, I'm a Kingmaker, bringing people to power and staying behind the scenes where unseen, but bringing leaders to power, giving them everything they need mentally, emotionally to bring them to power. I work with A-League players, W-League players, Championship players, League One players, incredible business owners, and clubs and coaches and that kind of stuff.
Boys connect with you on Instagram? Or?
Yeah, 100%. Do it for the gram. So my name is Carlo _ Get your phones out. Damn it, I'm picking up followers. Let's go. Get them out.
You can follow the boys.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. So it's it's Carlo CARLO _. Come on, quick!
Yeah.
We got to get pizza. Let's do this. _ CHINCARINI.
Got it.
I like it. Add me up on Facebook as well.
What about your OnlyFans page?
I have no filter, Ashani knows, so I just I say what needs to be said. Cool? Has anyone got any questions?
Any questions for Carlo, boys? I think it's just more, just to let you know that it's all about your attitude and your mindset. You just got it straight to the point, things that we cover off. Believe in yourself and be that beast. Not just tomorrow, we just refer to tomorrow, but every single game and in everything you do in life. Believe in yourself in whatever you go out and apply. We talk about not just soccer, we talk about school, training sessions. We open up and we have discussions about everything.
The same attitude you bring to training, to the pitch, is the same attitude you're going to bring to life. Okay? I know you hear it a lot. Hands up if you've heard, don't be afraid to make mistakes. Who said that? You haven't believed it up until now. Your parents don't believe that. Truly. Because if you really believed it, you'd be so successful. Okay? Go out and make mistakes. You got nothing to lose. Genuinely. Might lose a game. So what? If you come back the next week and you've learned so much and you're stronger because you chose to, guys, you genuinely become unstoppable. Okay? Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Cool.
Thanks to Shani, because Shani also knows what these things are.
Thanks very much, team. Enjoy. Are you guys going for pizza? Way nice, very good. Are you guys going to watch City get 6 in a row tonight, or who's a victory fan? Sorry, I mean, never mind. 6-0. Anyway, moving on. Enjoy your game tomorrow. I want to know how the boys go. And honestly, before you step into the change rooms and before you step out, do what we did out there. Does that sound good? Who can I trust to lead that tomorrow? Great. All right. Awesome. You'll do awesome. I believe in you guys. You got this. All right. Does that sound good? Thanks, team. Have a good night.
Thank you so much.
I wanted that one, man. So we're taking. Take a picture of me.